To do it here in football, partner.
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down, but a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. 19 yards there on the catch and run. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And now two problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Here's Stroud. Open man is Tucker. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
As Stroud now to throw. Cook makes the catch on the out route. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw again. That's to Bowers once again. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Stroud working out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. C.J. Stroud in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders would extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
They're on the 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Stroud. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he's out right at the 25. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Tucker. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Stroud out of the gun here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give them 32 on the play.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down, 4th and goal. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking a 3.
Well, you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 2. Throwing now is Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Calling a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he's going to have a Raider 1st down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.